school-based work, and it did work. It worked until it didn't.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From Mason City to your hometown, we've got the information you need. Turn us on at home, work, and in the car. AM 1300 KGLO.
Your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO. And the live online as well at KGLOAM.com as Phil Johnson joins us again into the studio here, and appreciate you always stopping by.
Thanks a lot, Bob. It's always fun.
Well, we finally have a class of 2026 for the Mason City High School Athletic Hall of Fame. We've talked about that a few times here in the recent past, and things have finally been decided.
Yes, they have. The selection committee met last Monday evening, and we chose 5 for the class of 2026. We had 53 nominations, of which 5 were chosen. So my job as chairperson is to make this as difficult as I can for the committee, because it's really getting hard. There are so many people who have been nominated who are Hall of Fame worthy, but we only choose 5. And so it's really an honor to be elected. And once you've been nominated, you're nominated forever. So there's always next year. But this class is another outstanding class. As we all know, Mason City High School has a great tradition in athletics. And this is just one way of, remembering the past, honoring the past and inspiring the future. That's our mantra with the Athletic Hall of Fame. So, Bob, this year's class is Jay Ben, graduated in 1970, played basketball for the Mohawks, was an All-Big 8 Conference first team All-State, and he averaged 28 points a year his senior year, and that was the toughest league in the state by far. First team All-State, honorable mention All-American. He was the Young Man's Christian Athlete of the Year. He was the Sunkist Player of the Year. He was also outstanding in track, distance runner, high jumper, and he anchored several sprints. And he is also the Macy High School Athlete of the Year. But I remember Jay, and Jay could really jump, and he could take one step, and he could dunk the basketball with either his right hand or his left hand. And he wasn't that tall. He's like 6'2".
Wow.
But the guy could really jump, and just a tremendous athlete. So another Hall of Fame inductee is Mike Dutcher.
Okay.
And Mike graduated in 1970, 4-year leather winner in baseball. Junior year, he was second team All-State, first team All-District, and first team All-Big 8. Senior year, first team All-State, first team All-District, and first team All-Big 8. 2-year leather winner in both football and basketball. And his senior year, he was captain of the basketball team that went to the state tournament. So just a really good all-around athlete. Next, we have Craig Mahoney. Craig graduated in 1986. Junior year, in football, he was second team All-Big 8 Conference. Senior year, first team All-Big 8 Conference, Co-Big 8 Conference Player of the Year. High school elite, first team All-State. Also a 4-year leather winner in track. He went on to play football at Iowa State. 4-year leather winner there. First team academic all-conference at Iowa State for 2 years. And he was a National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame Scholar Athlete Award and got a postgraduate scholarship. So not only a great football player, but a great student. Next, we have the 1973 girls volleyball team. Coach was Alice Phillips. Team had a record of 33-5. Now those are sets. So, there's 3 sets to a match. And if you win 2 out of 3, you win the match. They were undefeated in matches. And they beat Dubuque Hempstead for the state championship. And lastly, but not least, we have the 2016 girls basketball team. Coach is Kurt Clausen. This is their first year in 4A. Their regular season record was 18-8. And, they played those tough 5A schools.
Right.
But they were CIML North champions. And they beat 2 number 1 teams in the state during that time, Johnston in 5A and Western Dubuque in 4A. They qualified for the state tournament for the 5th time in 6 years. Mason City did. But they went into the state tournament as the number 8 seed. and they defeated Western Dubuque, Keokuk, and Pella to win the state championship. And they trailed for less than 3 minutes in the championship game.
Right.
So needless to say, they took care of business in the championship game. So, Bob, that is our class of 2026.
Good class, a very good
Great
class.
Another great class.
Yeah.
I mean, we are so loaded with athletes who were, athletes at Mason City High School. And like I said, we have a lot of athletes who are community members or teachers or coaches or whatever who have been nominated but haven't been elected yet. And I mean, it's just amazing to me when you check into the backgrounds of all these people. I mean, it's just amazing.
And there's also maybe a few that have not even been nominated.
Absolutely.
Yet, that need to get nominated.
You're good point, Bob. A person or a team or whatever cannot be elected unless they're nominated. So a student athlete needs to have been out of school for at least 10 years. Of course, anybody in the community, teacher, coach, whatever, they could be nominated at any time. But way back when, we started this in 2014, and a person said after we announced the first class, you're going to run out of people. And I said, well, I don't know. We'll kind of see how it goes, but I don't think we will. But every year we've got, athletes from that graduated 10 years ago becoming eligible. There's always people. Like this year, we had 5 new nominations. We had 2 resubmitted nominations. So these people have been nominated before, but somebody feels like they should be in the Hall of Fame. So they write a renomination saying, I wish that the committee would consider Tom Smith because of the following reasons. So we had 2 of those this year, and we had 5 new nominations. So right now we stand at 48 nominations going into next year, and I'm sure we'll have more. We encourage more. We want to have as many nominations as we can. The committee takes it very seriously, and it's just turned into just a phenomenal event.
And you've had a great committee through the years.
Great committee through the years. Yep, absolutely. We have the induction event the night of the first home football game. So that'll be announced later on this spring. But we always have a tour of our new athletic facilities at 4:15. Then we have a pregame meal at 5 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, we have a program and introductions. 7 o'clock or 7:30 is the kickoff for the football game. Then at halftime, the inductees are introduced. They walk to the 50-yard line, shake hands with the superintendent, activities director, receive a nice plaque, and 4,000 screaming fans go crazy. And it's just really a big night.
And those athletes that come back, I know, having talked with them, some of them in the past, seeing the facilities, that definitely is a big impression on them.
Absolutely. It's kind of interesting because, the swimmers, when they come back, they always say, big fish out of a small pond, but their eyes are just like silver dollars when they see our new natatorium. And, nothing against the John Adams Pool because there's been some really good swimmers come out of there, but put it like this, it's there's no comparison.
Oh, there's, having seen both those facilities several times, there is no comparison between the John Adams Pool and the current facility
and
as well, and the field house as well.
Field house is unbelievably good. They just had the big track meets in there, and they had like 23 teams. Boys one night and girls the next, and there's kids all over, and they use the main gym as kind of the resting place, and they can hook the scoreboards together. So if you're in the main gym, you can see what's going on in the field house. And I should mention our committee: Dave Sassetti, Loris Long, Lee Neverman, Mark Melman, Kathy Spots, Sherry Rottinghouse, Jill Heisman. A bunch of people right there.
And
great cross section. Yes. They take it very seriously. They're really interested in Mason City High School athletics, and it just couldn't be better.
Anything else you want to add before we let you go?
No, I think it's great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We appreciate you stopping in, and congratulations to those award winners, Hall of Fame award winners, and once again, a good job by the committee. So
thanks so much, Bob.
All righty. Phil Johnson in to talk about the Mason City High School Athletic Hall of Fame here on your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGL.